Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I've pushed my Fang to rank 30, 1000 trophies on the solo showdown map Dark Fantasies. And in this video I'm going to be giving you some of my tips that helped me push my Fang to the 1000 trophy milestone. So yeah, let's go into the first game with the first tip. Alright, so going into the first game here, so one thing that you notice is that I barely do under 2000 damage when I first start off. So, and since every box is 6000 damage, I barely can three-shot the box. So, one thing that I do to improve my efficiency is to just shoot a shoe at the box that I'm targeting at, and this just saves a couple extra time so that I can either go find some more boxes or I can charge up my super faster, because Fang super is really good. So we have super and we're deciding to be nice and give this bull his super. So I'm just chilling, making sure that I have a clear path of exit just in case if this bull decides to ever rush me with a super. So the bull is very close to a super now because he's been shooting at me for a good bit of time now. So once again, I'm just staying close to a way so I can get out just in case if this bull ever rushes me. Then I have a way to get out. But he does have super now, so I'm gonna go a little bit away from that bull now. And the first tip that I want to give you is the brawlers that you want to be targeting. And you may think, oh, Fang has good damage, Fang has good health, so you might be good against tanks. But in reality, Fang is not really the best with tanks. He's primarily better at killing more squishy brawlers such as Spike and Crow that you may face. The reason why is because Fang's basic attack pretty much has a small delay in it, so the unload speed of a bull is much faster than a Fang. So, right now there's currently no squishy brawlers, so there's no good person to target. So, now we're going to wait for like the Daryl to roll in on someone to make a play, the Mortis to start chaining bats or something, or the Frank to like try and super everyone. So, I see the Frank hold his super, so I decided to get as far away from the Frank as possible. I gadget just to do a bit of damage. I notice how I'm just staying as far away from that Frank as possible. I notice I've taken 0 damage. So now this Daryl just has to roll onto me. I get the easy kill on the Daryl, and everyone else dies in the smoke. So yeah, that was the first tip that I wanted to give you, which is the brawlers that you should be targeting. Let's go into the next game with the next tip. Alright, so going into the next game here. So once again, doing the small shoe trick just to improve my efficiency a little bit. And I'm going, instead of going for the top center box that I saw when I first spawned, I decided to rush middle because people will most likely try to go to middle before they go for the top center boxes and stuff. So I decided to go and check, and luckily no one has taken that. So we have a 4 cube start, which is just amazing. So I'm now going to try and charge my super, but luckily sadly there's no one around, so I'm going to try and get my super off of this Colt right here. But the Colt, I get scared because currently, I don't know what the reason is, but there are just a lot of Colts, and I honestly think that a Colt meta might be starting. See, there's another Colt right here, so I gadget right here and quickly try to take out this Colt. And that is an easy kill right there. So the next tip that I want to give you is how you want to be using your super, because I see a lot of Fangs not using their super to get away. I see a majority of Fangs using it just to go in, but you can use your super to get away. It's a good bit of mobility. Even though it might not be like Bull where it can go through walls, it is much faster than Bulls, and it is much easier to charge if you're good with that shoe. But that shoe, let's be honest, is kind of hard to hit. So, there's top 4 now, and there are a lot of squishy brawlers right now. So I'm trying to save my super so I can just delete them really quickly. This Leon gets low, so I go for the easy super kill right there. And here is where I do a misplay. I rush for this kill so fast, and I barely missed that B, making me get slowed. And now I don't have a super to easily delete this cold, and I can do nothing. Like, when you're a slowed down Fang, like, you can pretty much, anyone can laser you. There's no skill in it. So, yeah, it was a small misplay on my part right there. But it doesn't matter. Second place is, which is 6 trophies, and that was an amazing game. Let's go into the next game with the next tip. So going into the next game here, so once again doing the small shoe trick to improve my efficiency. The next tip that I want to give you is the gears that you want to be using. And as you can see, I do have only a power level 9 Fang, meaning that I have not played Fang with gears in real matches. So I may be wrong about this, but I definitely think that the gears that you should be putting on Fang are speed and damage. Speed because, well, Fang is a short range brawler. If you like, I mean, technically is long range with that shoe, but that is not a good bit of damage. It's more of like a chip damage, but his main damage comes when he is up close, right? So by getting that speed gear, you're going to definitely be using the speed gear to get to your enemies faster. Unless if it's like a map like this. Like, this map isn't really like the best for Fang. So speed gear might not be the best on this map. Probably you should substitute it for his next best gear, which is damage. And the reason why he's damage is because he's most of the time up close, because that's where most of his damage comes from. He's definitely going to be taking a lot of damage in the process. So he's definitely most likely going to get below 50% in those fights, and having a extra damage is definitely going to help him defeat those enemies. So the next best gear that you probably put on Fang is probably Shield. The reason why I don't really suggest Shield is because, well, Fang is already has a lot of health, right? So the Shield does not do as much for him compared to like a shield gear on Bell. So yeah, that's why it's the third. The reason why it's third is because, well, health gear and resistance gear, well, we just don't talk about those kinds of gears right now because they are just trash. And here I do another misplay. I play a bit too passive. I just let them fight it out because I get a little too overconfident right here instead of just immediately killing this crow, which is a free kill for me. But yeah, small misplay on my part. And I probably should have stayed on the left side instead of the right side because I'm pretty sure like they're going to go in. And there we go. The crow goes in and I get take advantage of my star power, but I could do nothing right now because of this wall and this crow poison. And I know that this crow is very close to super. And once I decide to go in, well, crow pretty much has super. So I definitely misplayed that ending right there. But that doesn't matter because second place is still 6 trophies. So yeah, that's the next tip that I wanted to give you, which is about gears. Let's go into the next game with the next tip. So the next tip that I want to give you is actually kind of like a small bug with Fang. I don't know if it's a bug, but I think it is a bug. But currently, let's say you super onto like a Bow Totem, a Leon Gadget, or like Tara pets, and you are most likely going to defeat it because those totems don't have enough health to survive your super, right? This is actually going to trigger your star power and give you another super back, right? So, for example, let's say a Tara is trying to push you and be like, oh, Fang doesn't have pierce damage, I'm definitely going to win this fight. But actually, you can super onto the Tara, get another super from defeating one of her pets, and then use that super to again delete the Tara. So that, I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I think it is. But definitely take advantage of this because it is very good against brawlers that have totems. So now there's this spike, and we're gonna try and make friends with it, but that spike is being angry, so we just decide to leave and just chill out and look for some enemies that we can easily delete. So we see that Daryl, and that Daryl has a lot of health, so we're going to be very cautious of that Daryl. So now I'm just scanning every single bush, making sure that I know where everyone is. So I currently know that there's 2 people up, I see 2 people below, so now I know where everyone in this game is. So this Leon gets low, and once again, I made a lot of misplays on this push, but I definitely should have went in on that Leon when that Leon was really low, because 3 cubes, I'm pretty sure I had enough damage to get rid of that Leon, and if not, one basic attack would have been enough, and that Leon would not have been able to kill me. So, what if me and the M's and the Daryl are the last ones to live? I'm definitely going to go for this M's right here, and notice how I only super after the M's uses her gadget, and this is because if I were to super and then the M's uses her gadget, I would have no way to getting good damage on that M's. So now it's going to be a tough matchup for us to beat the 7 cube Daryl, because tanks aren't the best matchup for at Fang. But I just constantly use my gadget, and his gadget is very good just to stop healing, and it's very good. For example, in that Daryl was just running around the wall, so I could not get a good shot on him. But with that popcorn, instead of the Daryl healing, I was able to get a little bit of chip damage on them and stop them from healing. So yeah, that was the next tip that I wanted to give you. Let's hop into one more tip, which is actually the last game, which is the rank 30 Fang game. Alright, so going into the rank 30 Fang game, so right now I am pretty sure I need a 3rd place or higher to get the rank 30 Fang, so that's pretty much what I'm aiming for, meaning that, let's say we're in a top 4 situation and 4th place is a really easy kill for me, but it may put me in danger as I won't get 2nd or 1st. I would definitely go for it, as it definitely secures that rank 30, which is what I'm going for. So now I'm going to try and get my super off of this spike right here, but the spike is being very annoying and moving around, but I don't know what that Edgar does. Like, no one knows what that Edgar did right there, but that Edgar manages to get away. But now I'm going to try and get my super, and the reason why I really want to go on the spike, but once again, most spikes at this range, especially this one's power 11, so they know what's up. They are definitely using that spike plant gadget. So I see that bell, but I know that there's a BB up there, so I don't decide to go up. But then the bell manages to take out the BB, but that bell runs away, and that does an Edgar. And Edgar definitely hard counters Fang. Even though Edgar does not have a lot of health, Edgar just has too much healing, and that hardcore gadget is just not. Fang just doesn't have like that burst damage to deal with Fang. So once again, we don't question what that Surge does. Like, he pretty much just says like, oh, here Spike, here's a free cube. Like, we just don't question things about that. So now this Edgar sadly dies right there, and now once again I'm aiming for top 3, right? So I can't kill that Spike easily. I can't kill the Shelly easily. So I'm definitely going to go and stay close to this Amber. So I know it's a Tara. So once this Tara dies, I'm definitely going to go for the kill on this Amber so that I can secure the rank 30 victory. So we see the Spike shooting, which is very good for us. And the Tara will eventually die, which the Amber does. And now I'm pretty much going to go for this Amber right here. Get the easy kill right there. But now I don't really care about this game because I've already acquired this rank 30 on Fang. So I'm just trying to get a bit more, trying to get 2nd place, maybe 1st place, but these Brawlers definitely do a good counter to me. But once again, Spike just does too much damage at close range, and we just instantly die when we super onto that Spike. But yeah, that was rank 30 Fang. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Join the Discord. Discord will be linked in the description down below. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!